Good afternoon, guys. UK Freedom Audits here. We were here approximately 1 year ago. Well, actually, sometime last year. As a matter of fact, I think the flags were a lot better shape when I was out here last. Anyway, this is HMP Durham, and yeah. So, it's one of the public sector prisons. And
yeah. I think
so it's Monday today, 2nd of March, just after 3:30, and so guys, this past week, this place was in the news. In the past week, a mother of a 32-year-old prisoner was found dead, and a couple of days later he'd managed to get enough drugs, put himself to sleep, and stone cold in the morning. So, yeah.
You're not supposed to be doing that, sir.
Oh, get lost, will you?
Pardon?
Is there a law against it? Is there? I said, is there a law against it? I think you'll find it's called public photography, which is perfectly lawful.
So, on what reasons are you recording?
I'm doing a story, but it's none of your business anyway, so...
Well, actually, it is my business.
Is it? Oh, go away, mate. Go. Just go. Go. You're boring me.
Right, I'll just...
You're just what?
I'll just go and record it then.
Aye, go ahead. He's not even a proper guard. They're all bloody... They're not... They don't work for the government. Yeah, so apparently this guy spent most of his life locked up, and he, there we go, here's the van. He managed to get enough drugs to kill himself, so that's quite amazing, isn't it, really, you know. So this is one of the vehicles they use to transport, for those viewers that are outside the UK, this is the typical vehicle that's used to transport prisoners. What? You should learn yourself a bit of the law, mate. It's called public photography, and it's perfectly lawful. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. All right, boys. All right, lads. So guys, they're going to take the prisoners back inside just after either sentence or court attendance. May have come from Newcastle Crown Court, may have come from a local magistrates court. I'm not sure. It could be a combination of different courts. And yeah. Tell me I can't film. So it's a category B, prison. This one is. It's a bit less security than out in Franklin, category A. And all right, guys. So I left the Durham prison and got back to my car. Didn't drive 50 metres, and the cop car went past me. So I parked up again. I'm rushing. Oh, here we go. Rushing to go and have a word with him. And yeah, so right. What's he want? Right. What? What do I do for you?
Alright,
Yeah, perfect.
we've had a complaint.
A complaint?
Yes.
That what? That I'm taking photographs in public?
That and that you swore at.
I don't think so. Got everything on camera.
Right, so you haven't been swearing at them
No.
or anything? Right, what
Not
are you
at
actually
all.
taking photos of then?
Whatever I want in public.
Right,
Okay?
but when you're taking of them coming and going from work, you can obviously understand the concern
No,
of that.
am I being detained?
Are you being
detaining
detained?
me. Are you? Are you detaining me now?
I'm not detaining you.
Yeah.
I'm not detaining you, I'm
Right,
just coming
okay,
to
see ya.
speak to you.
I don't want to talk to you, thanks. Don't want to talk to you. It's my legal right. I don't want to talk to you.
Right.
I'm not committing any
right,
offence.
Right, but listen to what I've got to say then.
No, I don't want to listen to you. Don't have to.
Right, they've said that you've been telling them to F off, so you have technically committed an offence.
No, I haven't. I
Now,
got
you
the
might-
evidence.
You might have it on evidence.
Yes, I do.
But for us to investigate that,
No.
then we could have to arrest you.
No
to
way.
then witness. Yes.
Well, you know what?
That's where we are.
You know
Now,
what?
I'm not wanting to avoid that, because if there's a reason as to why you're here, that's
You need
fine.
to contact your sergeant then, don't you?
No, I don't.
Listen, I've been to just about every prison in the UK, right?
Right.
Very seldom do I get harassed by cops.
I'm
Don't
not harassing
harass
you.
me.
I'm not harassing you.
Well, I don't want to talk to you any further. I'm going. Okay? I'm going. Right?
If you're causing them alarm and distress,
No,
by
I'm not
swearing,
causing them. I'm not swearing, no.
right,
There's no
the
evidence of
You
that.
have, and you're saying
No
you've got
way.
evidence of that.
No
so
way.
Do you want to show me the evidence of that then?
Well, it's on my hard drive, isn't it?
Right.
I don't have to show you anything.
Well,
I've
there's
not
an
committed
offence,
any offence.
But there has been. If there's been a
No, there's not.
offence, if you've
Well,
been
mate,
telling
do you
them to
know?
F off.
Well, I haven't.
Well, they're saying you have. You're
Well, you
saying
go
you
back and
haven't.
get a statement to that in writing.
Well, I would
Somebody's
do, but
willing
that
to
would
go and
require
make
us then arresting you, and I don't
Well,
want
I
to
don't care
avoid
because
that.
500 quid from 0 seconds to 1 hour with handcuffs on me, even if it's just one handcuff on my wrist, is 500 quid minimum. Minimum. Been there, done
That's
that.
why I'm avoiding that.
Well, I'd avoid it if I were you. Just get back in your car and say there's no crime being committed, because there is none.
that's why we're speaking
Refer
to
to
you.
your ACPO guidelines 2010, where Chief Trotter said photographing in public is legal, it's perfectly lawful, police can be expected, there's no expectation of privacy in public.
Right. Have I mentioned anything about the filming? Have I mentioned
No,
the
you
filming me?
you
No.
just
I've
you just
mentioned
tell
the
you
offence
just
of the
lying.
Public order.
That's lying.
It's not lying.
It is.
It's
That's
not
lying. It's making a false report. If somebody in there has said that I swore, then that's false.
Well, that's why we're speaking to you.
That's false. It's false, and I have money in my pocket, and you'll be sent for retraining.
No, I won't get retraining, because if someone makes an allegation, we have to investigate it.
Yeah.
Now, if I
Yeah.
wanted to do that, you would have been arrested, I would have seized the hard drives, but I'm wanting to avoid that, because it's just as easy talking to you to find out what's going on.
I don't have to talk to you. Look, this place, a mother, I'm doing a story, right? A mother last week topped herself. Took 3 days for the guy who's a prisoner in there, 32-year-old prisoner, to find out, because they couldn't be bothered to tell him, and he topped himself overnight. Okay? That's my story. Okay?
Right.
That's what I'm here for.
I can't comment on that. I don't
Right.
know what's happening, what
Well-
the circumstances around that are.
Well, I'm just telling you what I'm doing. I've got a perfectly legitimate reason for being here. I was here last year. Talked to the chief of security there, told him what I was doing, and after that he was fine with it.
I haven't
so-
said the issue about you here following us or anything. It was the swearing that we're concerned
There
about.
was none. There was none. So you can go back and clarify that if you wish. I'm more than happy to stay here while you clarify that, because when you go there and say, right, if you've lied because he's got it on camera, then it's an offence to tell you.
Which it will be, because if you haven't done that, then he's
I haven't.
telling you that.
I haven't. So you go and clarify that. If you get a complaint, then come back and arrest me. Then I'll show you the evidence. Then it's money in my pocket and someone else arrested.
doesn't work like that. That's why we
Yeah, it does.
avoiding the arrest.
Yeah, it does. It does. Well,
That's why we avoid an arrest. If I wanted to arrest you, you would have been arrested instantly, and I'm trying to avoid that.
don't threaten me with arrest.
I'm not threatening.
Because arrest doesn't wash with me.
What I've actually said is, I don't want to have to arrest. That's why I haven't.
Well, you're not going to arrest because I've done nothing wrong.
Well, that's what we've come to establish.
Well, you need to establish it in there, not here, because they've done nothing. Done absolutely nothing.
Right? And we're
Nothing.
speaking to you and getting your side.
I had an old guy come up to me and say, "You're not allowed to do this." Yes, I said, "Yes, I am." I said, "It's perfectly lawful." He said, "Well, I'm going to sort it out," and he walked back in, and that's the only contact. That's the only contact I had with an old man who came out later.
Was he a prison warden or was he just?
Yeah, he was an old man. He looked like he was finishing for the day. He come up to me because I'm on public property. I don't touch private property.
Trying to get on the vans.
Sorry?
Have you been trying to get on the vans?
No.
They've alleged that you were trying to get on the vans as they've been opening the rooms to go in.
Really?
Yes.
Well, mate, you go and take a statement and come and arrest me because I'd like this one to go to court. I really like for this to go to court.
Well, that's all we're asking for.
No. Not happening, mate. They're a bunch of liars. They're a bunch of liars.
Right. Well,
Absolute liars.
Right.
Right. Well, I'm going now because I'm bored of this conversation. I've done nothing wrong. You know, I'm going. I'm doing my lawful activity, which is photographing in public, which is a perfectly normal, lawful thing to do. Okay. No different from walking a dog or jogging down the road. You don't stop people from jogging down the road, do you, or walking their dogs?
I haven't said about the filming. I've said about the swearing.
I haven't swore.
Why, that's what I was speaking to you about. You're saying you haven't.
No, I haven't.
You're saying you haven't gotten on the van. That's
I haven't.
was speaking to you about.
And by the way, you can't just arrest somebody for a Section 5 anyway, because swearing, although I have not, swearing itself is not an offence. There is absolutely no offence of swearing.
If you're causing alarm and distress,
mate, it's got to happen. Got to happen more than once. For one thing, I know the law just as well as you do, mate. I've been doing this quite a long time, and I deal with people like you all the time. I've been to Franklin prison, I've been to Durham prison, I've been to Akeley Heads police station, I've been everywhere. I've been to Dumfries,
so
you name it.
From here, are you? Where are you from? Do you just travel around?
Well, I'm from here today, because that's where I am today.
Right, okay. Do you want to pass any of your details?
No,
No?
not required to. Not required to.
I'm just asking you.
Yeah, and I'm just telling you, no. I've done nothing wrong. They're liars. They're absolute liars, mate. I'm not that stupid, right? I don't swear at people. I do public photography and I put it on the internet. Because, you know, it's a test of what the police do in these situations, whether they violate your rights or whether they respect your rights.
Passed your test?
Well, mostly, yeah.
Mostly?
Mostly.
I thought it would have been 100%.
Well, you haven't arrested me.
Durham now, man.
Yeah, well, I've been here a few times.
Right, and have you ever been harassed by officers in Durham?
I had a good interaction outside Franklin prison last year.
Right.
Sometimes I wear masks, see?
Right.
And I had my Guy Fawkes mask on down there, and the staff there weren't too fussed at me filming. I got assaulted by a prison officer. They've got a team that do a CCTV surveillance continuous around the perimeter. Yeah, well, the guy come out and bloody hit me.
Well, that's not on.
Anyway, Sergeant came out. I had a nice chat with him.
So that's all being reported?
Yeah.
Right. Just if you disclose a crime, we obviously have to make sure, because if you're saying you've been assaulted, we have to make sure that that's being investigated on the NCRS.
Yeah, no, that's no concern. But yeah, the Sergeant was alright, and then I had a nice chat with I think he's probably semi-retired, this old fella, out in your Akeley Heads or Akeley Woods. It's a non-operational
police station, yeah.
Well, I just got there. I had a gas mask on, actually. Not a real gas mask. It's one you get on Amazon. It's elasticated, right? It's not a real. It's just a phony. Looks like a real high-grade gas mask.
Well, you can understand people's sort of issues if you're walking around with a gas mask.
No.
You must do.
No, of course not. As a matter of fact, you know what? I've been handing out Kleenex to police. Now, because the World Health Organization has said that coronavirus is a much bigger world threat than terrorism. So I was out at the Operational Tactical Training Centre in Gateshead,
Right.
handing out tissues, saying put your guns down, I have tissues, because now you're not the legal police anymore, you're the feelings police, because if somebody's feelings are hurt, you run and go and arrest everyone. Meanwhile, if
Watch your back with
There's
this
a
road
compliment.
here.
well, I'm 57 years old, I can look after myself, like.
I know that.
I'm on the
It's
public.
just when you're talking to us and there's cars
Yeah.
coming down here, because it's not really an accessible road, is
Yeah,
it?
well, you're not out for my female. Anyway, so this guy, old guy, I just got up to there. He's the drone operator
Right.
for the police. He was just trying out his new drone. So we had a nice chat. That was probably about 6 months ago too. So I mean, the whole point is, sometimes I've got an ACPO sandwich board, it's a big one, right? It's a big sandwich board which the ACPO photography guidelines, it was given out in 2010. I didn't bring it today because it's a bit windy. I also got the Justice and Criminal Act Section 26, which deals with corrupt cops.
Oh, well,
Are you going to go to a real call now? Or?
I am. The job we're on.
So what is it that you make in the documentary, did you say?
Well, today's piece was on the fact that this 32-year-old he managed to he got a hold of so much heroin.
Whilst in prison?
Yes.
Oh, right, okay.
He took it all overnight and he was found stone cold the next morning.
Right.
So he's only 32 and he said he spent most of his life inside, but he just found out that his mother had died. And she died, like they didn't tell her on the day or the next day, it was like three or 4 days later.
Right.
So that was an article I thought I'd come out because I'd been here last year, so I thought I'd just do a little follow-up. Like so.
So you don't actually live in Durham then?
Yeah.
You just travel around and do documentaries?
I live where I want to.
I'm just making conversation.
Yeah. Well, I don't reveal this details, see, because I'm living in Durham today until I leave.
It's just conversation. Conversation.
Yeah. Well, you're always trying to get information. That's the police's nature. So, I'm quite aware of that. So. Yeah, I don't know why they would lie like that. It's a bit silly, because if you're going to make accusations like that, you need to be able to back them up. And I've got three cameras. I had 2 on at the time. I always have 2 on, and that's for my own safety, because I've had my cameras smashed out of my hands, and so I still got evidence. So.
Well, I mean, we've just got to talk to you, get your account on it. Do you not have like a playback on this that you can prove that you haven't swore?
No, I've got nothing to prove. I've got absolutely nothing to prove, because you know what? I didn't absolutely not swear. However, if I did, like I said to you, swearing is not an offence. It's got harassment, alarm and distress have to happen on more than one occasion for it to be a harassment, alarm and distress. Okay. And I was only there once. Okay. So there's no offence, even if I told them to.
But if you've said that and then he's appeared that you're getting on or trying to get on a GOA, mate, and that's causing them alarm and distress.
No. You can't arrest me for Section 5 public order for one swear on one occasion. Swearing, like I said, is not an offence.
That occasion and that you were trying to get onto a GOA.
Rubbish. Well, they got CCTV. Go and review their CCTV.
We're just speaking to you first, because it's easier to speak to you.
Yeah, that's right.
Then if we're up there and we're taking CCTV and statements, and obviously you get in the bus and we don't know who you are, we might never see you again. So it was easier stopping you and getting your account.
Well, I'm not. It's a hard drive. See, it's not a disc. It's a hard drive. Right. So I'd have to stop the recording. I'm not going to do that. You do what you need to do. I've done nothing wrong. And by the way, I did say the swearing's not an offence. Not only is it not an offence, that I could, with nobody around, I could tell you guys to F off repeatedly, and there's nothing that you can do about it. Harvey versus DPP, Judge Bean. Right. Judge Bean, it's a case that's been decided in the High Court of England and Wales. Okay? You cannot be harassed, alarmed or distressed at hearing swear words, because you hear them so common so often, and that's Judge Bean, a High Court judge.
I'm not denying that.
Yeah, so you look it up, Harvey versus DPP.
We're aware of public order offences. Now, I'm not saying you swearing here.
Yeah.